Good morning and welcome to Sunday Morning Magazine. I'm Martha Steele, and the girls from SoonerCon are back in the house today. Amber Hannikin, the SoonerCon Director of Communications, Aslan Burrows, Director of Programming and Future Society of Central Oklahoma Board Secretary. Ladies, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, when it comes to talking about, I was going to say geek culture, but I'm not really sure that's the acceptable term.
I mean, I think it's all just culture at this point. Like, I mean, who
True.
do you know that
True.
doesn't like Marvel or Star? Like, who's not watching The Mandalorian or who's? But there's like, you know, The Walking Dead, and there's like Game of Thrones. Like, it's so. I think that what we considered geek is a lot more
It's
mainstream
You're
nowadays.
absolutely right. It is. Your eyes are open to lots of different things. And that's one of the things that I love about living in a place like Oklahoma City that has a convention like SoonerCon, because it allows us to get together in person and talk about the things we love. The con, it's coming up. We're excited.
Con's coming up. That'll be June 24th through the 26th at the Embassy Suites in Norman. You can purchase memberships to enter SoonerCon at our website at www.SoonerCon.com. So we've got a lot of exciting announcements for our program coming up. We really do want folks to go visit the website, right, Amber?
Yeah, SoonerCon.com is where you can find out about everything that's going to be happening on that June 24th through the 26th event, as well as get your memberships. We have early bird sales going on right now. So for $59, you can get the whole weekend membership, and that's until May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
And until that date, you can save a bit of money. You're saving $20 off of the at-door price that way. But also, you know, bring your kids, because kids 12 and under are free. And the little bit about SoonerCon, it's a weekend of pop culture fun for the whole family. We have guests and authors and artists. We have one of the largest art shows for sci-fi and fantasy art pieces. We have an all-ages dance. We have a humongous game room with everything from Dungeons and Dragons to esports to board games and miniature painting. We have live workshops that we're going to be doing. We have hundreds of panels.
So many good things for kids, too, which I liked.
Oh, yeah. A full weekend of kids programming.
Families want to be involved as well. It's not just a singular love. It's something we share with the people we love.
Yeah. And in addition to the things that Amber mentioned, we have our big costume contest that we do every year. Super looking forward to that. But we also do a costume contest for kids where we ask that, we really want to kind of highlight maker and creative culture at SoonerCon. There's a lot of really, really wonderful artists and creators in our community. And we think that extends to our young audience members as well. So we launched that costume contest for kids at our 2019 event. And these kids really turned out with some amazing things that they made more than 80% themselves. And that's one of the rules that we have for that, for the kids that join for that. I cannot wait to see what folks come up with for this year. In fact, our costume contest registration forms launched live today on our website. So
awesome.
Check that out under our programming section.
So it doesn't matter really what you're into for pop culture. You're going to find a representation of it, even if you have to create it yourself.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what to do if you're like not finding something to do at SoonerCon. It's literally hours and hours of content available for the 3-day weekend.
Plus, it's cool if you are a writer or a podcaster or just a reader. The panels that are available are always super interesting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we like to bring in a number of authors as well as you mentioned podcasters, but really just kind of folks from all walks of life and speculative fiction interests are represented in our panelist lineup. And, you know, we recognize that we do have readers in our audience who can speak thoughtfully on those subjects as much as anybody else. We've got a ton of book vendors in our exhibitors hall this year. Heard last week that they just actually brought in another author. So I'm excited for some new reads to pick from this year, as well as some of
I think there's even
favorites.
a manga and anime exhibitor too. So
there's more than one.
Oh yeah. So for the people who like the Japanese comics and things like that. There's a pretty large selection of that in the exhibitor hall this year. And we have, some anime guests this year as well.
The thing that I found really interesting, and if you don't watch a lot of anime, you maybe don't consider it, but I was really surprised at the voiceover anime people that you had. I think it was in 2019. These, man, they were treating them like they were rock stars.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
whoa, I didn't even know that this was a huge thing, and turns out it is.
Voice actors get to work.
Yeah.
They really, those are working folks in the entertainment industry.
That's cool.
Well, they bring people's favorite characters to life, so they associate, the character with that actor because that voice is them,
Exactly, yeah.
Amber has some exclusive to your listeners announcement on who our voice actors will be.
Announcements, I love it.
Thanks for getting up early, guys, because who are we bringing again, Amber?
So we have 3 people who have done voice acting work in anime. The first is J. Michael Tatum. And you might recognize him from animes like Ouran High School Host Club, Black Butler, Hetalia, Steins Gate, or a little thing some listeners might have heard of called My Hero Academia. It's a pretty popular one right now. So
that's awesome.
He's done voices in a lot of those shows. He's also done a pretty popular character called Hammerlock in the Borderlands video game franchise.
Ooh, love Borderlands, yeah.
And along with him is a very close friend of his, Jamie Markey. She will also be joining us, and they do a podcast together called Ghoul Intentions, where they talk about spooky stories and that type of thing. And Jamie's also prolific in the anime and video game voice acting community, and also in My Hero Academia as well.
And a native Oklahoman.
Yeah.
And OU alum.
Well, that's even better.
But we also, drum roll, we just got this, we just get to announce this year, the first to hear it. I'm so excited.
So we are bringing in Johnny Young Bosch. You probably know him as the Black Ranger in Power Rangers.
Oh.
From back in the day, like if you're a 90s Power Rangers fan, he was, I think he came in at season 2, but he was the one that was kind of from 2 on, the Black Ranger.
It was part of how we came up, and I think our millennial fans will appreciate it.
Yes,
but he is also a prolific voice actor and has done. Was like one of the main characters in Bleach, and he was Bosch the Stampede in Trigun, which was, if you were watching, I think it was Adult Swim or at least the Cartoon Network anime block when we were in the early 2000s. That was a huge one. But he's also currently doing roles like he's Giyu in Demon Slayer. And he's Sasori and Naruto. So, he's
big.
Yeah, he's big. And we've got panels where we've got the 3 of them together doing some Q&A and things like that. So, if you're an anime fan, I think that you'll definitely want to come out to SoonerCon this year and hear what they have to say. I think it's always a lot of fun because, they're actors. So they really get into it and they love their fans.
And I think I'll be telling my son about that one. He loves Bleach.
Oh, yeah. Please do.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time.
That's awesome. There are so many different facets of SoonerCon that make it wonderful. That's one of the reasons we like to do these highlights, whether it's doing our interviews with you guys on this show or whether it's doing ticket giveaways, doing live stuff. We love it. We think it's fantastic.
Well, and we've certainly appreciated your partnership over the years. It's really helped us be able to reach even more audience members because you know how sometimes you can think, oh, maybe it's just my geeky friends coming to this. Well, no, actually, like we said earlier, turns out pretty much everybody has something that they're kind of nerdy about and maybe want to visit with other folks. And we really have appreciated the chance to get to reach more folks that we wouldn't necessarily have maybe opened the conversation with on the front end. And so,
yeah, that's awesome.
Well, and as a community organization, I think that's important too, because we are stronger certainly for the diversity of people who help make SoonerCon, of people who donate to us, the people who participate, whether they are just our members or our programming participants, vendors,
volunteers,
our hotel partners, all of our volunteers. Yes, let's restate that again. All of our volunteers,
Which our volunteering is open to, and that's a way you can, if you go to SoonerCon.com/volunteers, you can get a free weekend membership. And so if you're strapped for cash or, you just want to help out and get in for free, we also feed you all weekend, wonderful meals. And you get a t-shirt with that too, as well as the satisfaction of, making cool things happen
that you're
in
on
Oklahoma.
The inside. I know, right?
Yeah. We are also a 501c3 nonprofit. So, that those hours can go toward any volunteering hours that you need to record.
Yeah, if you're doing like your service learning hours for school or maybe your university organization, hit us up.
Awesome.
We can help you get those this June.
Awesome. The last time we spoke, it was to talk about your Kickstarter campaign to get things funded for this year. And I think even before it aired,
yeah, we hit our
you guys
goal.
had hit your goal, but
yeah,
but I think you did quite well with your Kickstarter campaign.
Thank you so much. Amber's got like more of the details on that, but can we just say thank you to everyone of your listeners? If one of your listeners helped make that possible, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, so our goal was $10,000 and we finished the month at $20,220.
Dang, girl, that's awesome.
Our community showed up for us. Thank you all so much.
And of course, that was to help because we did, skip 2 years because of the pandemic, and we refunded everyone during that time. So, this was just to help us build back those funds from, just having 2 years worth of general expenses and things, and that it's a huge boost to get us into this year and provide the programming and the SoonerCon experience that people know and love without having to really cut back.
It's absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, every time I think about it, just
sometimes you don't realize how active your audience is until you ask for help, and then they're out there and they love you, and it's just wonderful.
Well, and of course, one of the hardest things we do is have to ask for help sometimes.
Accurate, but it's worth it in the end.
And we're excited to provide the fun perks and things for those that backed, and they also help the community. So we're going to have lanyards for everyone this year, for example, and
That's
it's
cool.
It's just making a better con for everyone. And it's like every single person, if you donate $1 or if you donate $1,000, you really helped us to have the experience we want.
Yep.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to SoonerCon. Let's give the details again, how people can grab those tickets while they're cheap.
Yes. So go to SoonerCon.com and you can buy your membership now. Early bird membership pricing is $59 for the weekend for adults. Kids 12 and under are free. And that early bird pricing goes until May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you to go get those tickets and memberships while you can. And the pricing will go up after that, but online pricing will still be better than at the door. So we highly encourage people to buy online. It will also be a quicker process to get through. Don't just, stand in line and wait for your membership while you're like, oh no, looking at your watch because there's a panel starting right now that I really wanted to go to.
Be prepared.
So, yeah.
ABP, always be prepared.
Always be prepared. So, save money online. Go to SoonerCon.com. You can also learn about our guest on there. We'll be updating our guest in the coming weeks. You can learn we'll be continuously updating this website. Like as we get more gaming information, we have our costume contest on there right now. Everything you can think about will eventually be on the website as we get it going.
Plus, we'll hit you guys again for another interview before we get there. 1 or 2, maybe. Depending on how much cool stuff you have to give me inside information on.
We would love to do that.
Because I do have a price.
And that's going to be June 24th through the 26th, 2022 at the Embassy Suites in Norman.
Yay, SoonerCon! Amber Hannikin, the SoonerCon Director of Communications, and Ashlyn Burrows, the Director of Programming and the Future Society of Central Oklahoma's Board Secretary. Thank you, ladies, for joining us on Sunday Morning Magazine.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.